r/AskReddit. You find out that the person you met has 0 friends and spends all their time alone at home. What is your first thought? There was one guy who came to my shared apartment for students who was from Finland. He was really socially awkward because of his anxiety and barely looked at you in the eyes when you spoke to him. So that is why I took him with me to meet my friends, and we started doing Cooking Fridays where we all chose a meal to prepare and really do it from scratch. Also great recommendation for a first date for the two of you. That way we started integrating him into our friends circle, and then ours started playing on the guitar, and he even began singing after some time. At the beginning we had to be careful with our wording, but as he became more acquainted to us, he became cheekier, and so did we. It was a great experience for all of us, and we learned a lot about people with anxiety and were able to make another person happy. He then had to go back to Finland, and we left happily with a hug. Depends on the situation. I moved away from a state I grew up in and left all my friends behind. Not to mention I'm middle-aged, so friends kinda disappear because life happens. Oh man, I had this with a friend group a while back. They were talking about a guy having no friends as a reason to not be friends with him. I was like, guys, I think that just perpetuates the cycle, but they didn't really get it. No longer in that friend group, and I continue to form my own opinions about people. Edit. Thank you so much for your upvotes, lovely comments, and the awards made my day. Short answer, I did go to the party. Long answer, I made a big deal of being excited about it, made a giant cookie decorated like a coin to bring, and got the others to go too. Here's the kicker, he didn't even need us at that party. We had all used to live together, and at that time he really did try his best to be part of the clique that was forming, with little success. Eventually we had to move into second-year houses so we wouldn't all fit in one. I thought I was lucky to get a place in the house with a popular crowd. He had to find people from his course to live with. Once we got to the party, it was obvious he had flourished whilst away from this mean, kinda toxic group. He had a girlfriend and was really tight with his new housemates. I'm pretty sure he just wanted numbers since it was his birthday. I had a really fun time at that party, and it made me realize I'd be happier if I wasn't having to expend energy trying to fit in with these people. I was already the most other of all of them and felt like my idiosyncrasies were always being commented on. I decided not to renew my lease with them. I remember waking up to them laughing in the kitchen with the landlord about how stupid I was for not signing a new lease. It's crazy how fast people can turn on you. I'm not very close to the dude right now as it's been a few years, but I think I'll drop him a message next time I'm in town. He and his girlfriend are still going strong, and his Facebook is full of pictures of family and a few friends. Thank you Reddit for dredging up the memory of this learning moment of mine. Remember to be your weird selves always, and don't trust friends who only care about popularity. I'm also a person that has 0 friends and spends all my time alone at home. So my first thought would be, so I'm not the only creepy loner out there. Same. I slowly drifted from my college friends over the years, then made no effort to keep in touch during my last relationship. When that ended last year, it really hit home that I no longer have any friends. I've also come to realize it's very difficult to make friends as an adult, especially if you're not the extrovert type. I'm that person. Give them a chance. Some of us have experienced depression or abuse and are this way for a reason. Some of us are trying to have friendships, but have spent so much time working and trying to survive that we put social life to the side. Some of us just like being alone. Some of us are looking for someone to help get us out and experience more. We're not bad or broken, we just have become accustomed to solitude and don't know how to live any other way. We don't want your pity, but could use some compassion. Edit. Well, this blew up. Thank you for the awards. I'm glad to know I'm not the only loner out there. To those that are struggling, you are strong. It takes a strong person to be comfortable with themselves, to take a trip alone, go to a movie or a restaurant by yourself. Most normal people would crack, but not us. Those that long for company, be patient and be strong. You've got to take a step out too. You can't expect others to come to you. You can do it. Hope you all find peace and happiness in this tough world, however you choose to live. No. This describes me, but let me explain. I work in a very high-pressure place with lots of traffic, people, and loud music. It's usually fast-paced and frantic, so when I get home I don't want to be around people. I don't want loud anything. I just want peace and quiet and play and spoil my cats. Leave me alone and let me enjoy my 12-14 hours of bliss before I have to jump back to chaos. I'll tell you an honest story. I dated a girl that was always home and didn't seem to have any friends. I was a little put off and ended up breaking up with her. A short time later I realized how dumb I was. She was wonderful and my original feelings were just my own insecurity issues or need for validation. We just celebrated our 15th year of marriage and have a beautiful child together. What I'm trying to say is, if you have a problem with someone for having 0 friends, then the problem might be with yourself. Take a looking first. Best answer here, congrats. The person I am currently dating was exactly like this. I didn't immediately enter into a relationship with him until after we'd met in person and gotten to know each other a bit more. Introduced him to my own friend group so they could help me assess him, and it turned out he just wasn't a social person IRL. Nothing wrong with him outside of that. I'm the first girlfriend he's ever had, but he's probably the sweetest guy I've ever dated. He can be a little awkward sometimes. He's learning how to juggle different personalities and how to handle sensitive people. It's been a learning curve, but he's getting it. It helps that my friend group is extremely patient and supportive. He's become good friends with a few of them and they often game together now without my having to be there.